Hey guys. Okay. I'm coming around. Starting a little early so I don't have to just stand over my computer awkwardly. How's everyone doing? Or how's anyone that might be in chat doing? Ah. Okay. Let's get just immediately into it. Seki, prior to the last stream, helped me actually clean up some of my color balancing, so I'm hoping that actually was a little bit more of a permanent solution, that this is just across the board going to look a little nicer for you guys. I have a hard time fixing that color balancing just because I'm colorblind. So, like, I'm sure things looked a little off previously to you guys. I couldn't tell the difference, and that was the problem with fixing it. But Seki's better about that, so ideally this is better than it has been. Also, you may have noticed, or may not have noticed, apparently my titles have been fucked up this entire time for Path of Radiance. I've had it like Fire Emblem, like it's Fate Stay Night for some reason, since the start of this entire thing. So I fixed that and retroactively went back on that. Hey Jack, I need to see the chat. Hey Tacos. Yes, the Fire Emblem continues. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I think I've sat on Maul for a little bit. I thought Maul was really good. Like, I really liked Maul. I do think... I don't know how to describe it here. I do think in some ways Maul's a little bit derivative. Like, I feel like we've seen variations on a lot of that same story. And derivative not in a bad way, but derivative in a... It feels like we're just grabbing a lot of different elements from other stories and smashing them together into Maul's story and letting it fly, which... Yeah, if you were to ask me, like... And I don't mean this in an insulting way. If you were to ask me to amalgamate something like an AI would, like amalgamate Star Wars stories in that era and put Maul in it, that is the story you probably would have gotten from that. So I do think it led to Maul being not as unpredictable as you might think. Like, everybody saw, spoiler from Maul, or I guess, everybody saw that Vader was going to come in at the end and wreck shop. Yeah, that was one of my favorite parts of the first half of the season, where it was almost more of a crime thriller. Those are probably my favorite parts, and it almost felt like the first half of the season, if you had kept that crime thriller sort of energy going, you almost could have, like, if they'd made that live action, I would have really, really liked it. I don't think I'd say the same about the last half, the back half. The back half definitely felt a little bit more Star Wars animation than the first half. That first half was really good. And the back half, it tickled my heart as a Star Wars fan, but I don't think it was nearly as... that's where I start getting, like, I've seen a lot of this before. Mob film? Yeah, that'd be fun. Okay, I need to actually get in the game, because I have cutscenes to get through. We've done excellent work, Ike. Thanks to you, the wound that has scarred Begnion for many long years can finally begin to heal. As promised, Begnion now offers its support to Crimea restoration. However, Prime Minister Sephirin has yet to return, which limits the reinforcements I can provide. Be that as it may, what troops I can spare, I await your command. Use them as you see fit. I understand. Thank you. That's good news, isn't it, Princess Alencia? Yes, it is. This has taught me a valuable lesson. Our land needs the Lagoos. I also believe that Beork and Lagoos need each other to survive. The previous apostle, my grandmother, was desirous of such a world, as were my own parents. Princess Alencia, your father, King Raymond of Crimea, was a true pioneer of the area of Beork-Lagoos relations. In the very near future, I will give the Imperial Senate a few suggestions on achieving a fully integrated society. I doubt the road will be easily traveled, but I can no longer turn a blind eye to these issues. Princess Valencia, you must rebuild Crimea. If you are successful, we will join forces and change the world. Empress Sanaki, your vision surpasses even my own. My father would be so pleased to hear your words. Looks like you're through with me. I'll wait outside until you're finished talking. Hold, I am most definitely not through with you. Well, what I do now. You're as impudent and impatient as ever. Heed me, if you are to help lead Crimean Liberation Army, you must be given a more appropriate title. If you're talking about making me a noble, I'll decline, thanks. That's not my kind of thing. You are not in a position to refuse. Giving some nameless mercenary control of Begnian's troops would be problematic. And more importantly, it would affect the troops. You will resign yourself to this and receive peerage from Princess Valencia. What? No, wait, this is absurd. Blast all the foolish. I'm sorry about this. If you're absolutely opposed to it, I won't force you. No, I have to do what's necessary. What am I supposed to do now? Put on that funny hat or something? Will you lend me your sword? Thank you. Now, may I ask you to kneel before me? Thank you. Alright, let me begin. In the name of House Crimea, I hereby grant you the title and rank of Lord and all the honors it conveys. Rise, Lord Ike. In this game, Lord is a promotion. Then again, I don't think Marth could promote in Fire Emblem 1. So, technically, I guess, a lot of the times when Lord cannot promote, that's also technically already promoted. Oh, I don't like that outfit on him. Let's go! It is done. What an odd feeling. Your new rank suits you. I completely agree. Yes, it truly does. I suppose, not that it matters to me. Western Begnian is home to a great forest. At one time, these woods were home to the kingdoms of Sirens and ruled by the Heron clan of the Bird Tribes. Following the Sirens massacre, the forest lost its color and vitality. Some said it was the sorrow of the goddess made real. For 20 long years, the devout citizens of Begnian trembled in shame and loathing over the crime they had committed. The Begnian Empress, Apostle Sanaki, stepped forward as the representative of her countrymen. Kneeling before the surviving Heron Prince and Princess, she gave voice to the apology of her people. She spoke not as one nation to another, but as neighbors on the same continent. The massacre was unforgivable. However, hatred breeds hatred, and if the cycle of grief and anger is not broken, it will continue without end. It was with this in mind that the Herons accepted the Apostle's apology. And so it was that the Serene's forest was returned to its former glory. Afterward, as payment for Ike's service, Princess Valencia gained the services of a regiment of Begnian army regulars. Though of common birth, Ike received peerage from the princess and is given command of the army. As the first snow of the season falls, the newly commissioned General Ike takes control of the Crimean Liberation Army. He leads it toward the knife-edged mountains that mark the border between Begnian and Dane. Ike's now level in literally every other Fire Emblem game. Yeah. So they've left Begnian, have they? According to our spy, they march with a regiment of Begnian's army. Oh, there's a Black Knight. They plan to take the land route through Dane and then into Crimea. Oh, they don't plan to cut across Dane. With nothing more than a single regiment at whose core is a tattered band of ragtag mercenaries. Gawain's son leads this rabble, yes? How does he stand up to his father's legacy? He doesn't. He's just a boy, not yet worthy of his father's name. Disappointing. Though his skill with the blade is rough, there is something uncanny about him. People seem drawn to him. And not just Begnian's apostle either. He's also gained the trust of serene survivors and the king of Phoenicius as well. The Herons are alive. It appears that 2 members of the royal family survived. Look how nicely the table's been set for us. Bring one of them to me, I care not which one. And I want the medallion as well. As you wish. Man, I forgot you guys are the villains. It's been so long. Once we cut across the Great Wall, we'll be in Dane. Look there, atop the building. Dane Wyvern Riders on patrol. They won't be happy to see us. Tell me, General Ike, have you faced Wyvern Riders in combat? Only a few times. I got the impression that Kilvis Ravens were a more dangerous foe. If that's your impression, then you have yet to fight true Wyvern Riders. What do you mean? I have no way of judging the ones we see here, but I know another unit, one that was attached to Begnian's Temple Guard. They have their reason for leaving, but important thing to remember is that they are exceedingly powerful. Which explains why the Apostle sent you to accompany us. That's right, Pegasus Knights fare better than most against Wyvern Riders. We know the skies as well as they do. Yeah, I'd prefer to keep my feet on the ground, thank you. Can I entrust the flying business to you? Of course, we'll bring honor to the name of the Apostle's Sacred Guards. Ike, I'd like to report the results of our last battle. I see. That is all. With your leave, I will excuse myself. General Ike, all troops ready to move out. Alright, can you have them wait? Do you want them to fall out and wait in their tents, or would you rather they form up and stand at attention? Go ahead and have them stand down. I'll call them when I'm ready. Yes, sir. Begging your pardon, sir, all troops have been ordered to stand down. However, General Tanf requests or orders. Are the Pegasus Knights to stand down as well? Am I supposed to decide that too? General Ike, you've been given command of the entire army, sir. We will not move without your orders, sir. General Tanith's troops are to follow General Tanith's orders. Understood, sir. General Tanith's Pegasus Knights will not be deployed unless there is request for reinforcements. Those are the orders of General Tanith. By your leave, sir. Man doesn't know how to command an army. Tanith, do you have a moment? General Ike, what is it? Is there a problem? I thought you might be able to provide me some information. Yes? Darth Emblem. Yeah. What can you tell me about King Dane? I'd like to know something of him before I have to face him in battle. Truth be told, I've never fought him either. I cannot give you any specifics, but I will tell you what little I do know. Please, whatever you can tell me would be appropriate. Ashnard coronation. Let me see. It was 18 years ago. You see, a plague had struck the capital, spreading out to affect the surrounding region of Nevasa and beyond. Ashnard was crowned the year after that great tragedy finally subsided. In the history of T.H.E, no calamity has claimed the lives of so many Beorc and Lagoos, not since the Great Flood. 2 years before it struck Begnian, the entire population of Serenes was nearly obliterated. The year after that, close to 1,000 Beorc nobles and peasants alike perished in Dane. Nobles, you say? So the royal family fell victim to the plague as well. Yes, the reigning king and queen and some 20 or so princes and princesses fell ill, and everyone who fell ill perished. For a time, the people despaired of losing the entire royal bloodline of Dane. It seemed that none would survive. And yet Ashnard survived. He did, and quite interesting in a sense. You see, his name was never mentioned in any talk of succession before that time. He was such a distant bloodline that he was unlikely to be king. Another place, though, his name was already well known. Where was that? On the battlefield. As you know, Dane was home to many brave warriors. At that time, then Prince Ashnard was said to have been a match for the entire troop of Pegasus Knights. Begnian and Dane both keep close watch over their borders, and their patrols fought many skirmishes. Although there was no war to speak of, the land disputes did end with Dane claiming small portions of Begnian soil. It would be no exaggeration to say this was solely due to the strength of one man, Ashnard. Forgive me, I've spoken longer than I intended. It's about time we get back to business of marching preparations. No, thank you for telling me so much. If we have another chance, please share more of your stories. Understood. Ike, which troop should we fall in with? We have received no orders yet. Tormod, Muradin. I know I've asked you many times, but are you sure you want to be here? You keep asking that. Maybe you don't want us here. Is that it? I don't know what to think. No, that's not it at all. To be honest, the battle ahead is going to be hard. It looks bleak. I'd rather not fight those without direct ties to Crimea and not getting involved. A bleak battle. We're not trying to free all the slaves in Begnion. Now, those were bleak battles. Bleak battles are our specialty, right, Moradin? Yes, you are. Thanks to Ike's time in Begnion, things have completely changed. That's right, the Apostles promised to press her investigation until there's not a single Laguz slave left in the entire nation. So there's no reason for you two to continue fighting, is there? You don't owe me anything. We are going to fight with you, Ike. We want to help. It is our right to join you in this, just as it's your right to refuse us. To be perfectly frank, I would be willing to beg to get you to join us. Both of you, alright? Alright. You can count on us. Okay, I could go to A with Mist, but I kind of want to go to A with Leaf. What I will do, though, is I do want to do a Soren Ike support. I've heard this is actually pretty good. So that's how much we spent. Supplies are running low. We need dried meat, fresh fruit. Ike, are you listening? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I would have never guessed. Sorry, Soren. Look, could you run the report by me again? You're tired, Ike. You need rest. Go find a cot somewhere. You can tell? Of course, when you're not feeling well, your left eye twitches. That's odd, I never noticed. Get some sleep, I can manage things for a few hours. Well, I am pretty beat. Go! You know, Soren, you're not nearly as insensitive as others say. Deep down, you're a big softie. Excuse me? It's nothing, I'm going. Don't let the bed bugs bite. I've really dropped the ball in getting some supports out here. Now that my actual team is starting to take shape, though, I will get to work on these. Okay, this needs to get fixed. Hang on, let's do this. Steel sword is gone. I'll keep the Laguz Slayer, but I don't think I'm gonna need it. And my long sword is fine. Yeah. Regal sword is also fine, but it's probably not gonna last more than another battle. Alright, and I'll get you a steel sword. You're technically fine. I think you're fine. You need a heal. And I'm just gonna buy you a heal. I guess I have to go shop. I can buy her a mend as well. Oh, mend is so expensive. Okay. Titania, you need a new hand axe. And I don't need that killer lance on Titania. I really don't. Titania does not need killer lances. I'd like to just give her a steel axe, because I don't think the iron axe is going to make much of a difference for her. Soren has another Elwyn, he's fine. You... Do I keep that hand axe? No, I'm just gonna give him fresh equipment. Hi, Arc Rouge. Hey, Dohawario. Rolf is needed next chapter. Like, next chapter isn't the one I'm playing, or next chapter isn't the one we'll get to later this stream. You're fine. You... I think you'll be fine, but do I have any... Yeah, I have a spare steel lance. I could just take this. That's this chapter. Okay. We'll bring him along then. You've got plenty of equipment. You could use a better sword. Or better swords if I keep you around. Let's give you a long sword. I actually like the idea of you being able to fight cavalry a little better. You're not really used. Okay, and everyone down here is more or less not used. So everyone should be topped off on weapons now. Mostly. Ike needs a sword, though. Get him a steel sword. Can you use... You can use the killer lance. I want you to have the killer lance as well. I also want to get you a new javelin. So let's put your slim lance away. I never use the slim lance. And we're going to buy you a new javelin. What's in the shop right now? Nothing crazy. Okay, and there's a couple more things I wanted to look at. Mist here. I actually want to promote her. Because healing is not a fast way to get EXP, and her having no means of defending herself actually hurts a little bit. It's... Also need to promote... They need to promote by the end of Chapter 18? Okay, noted. Never mind. You get to wait a bit, Mist. Where's Boyd? Boyd! How does automatic... So, I thought I said... Save before promoting? Okay, I'll be sure to do that. How does... I thought I heard someone say that promotion worked automatically at... when they maxed out their level. Is that true, or is that... So, I'll just look it up. Auto promotion, path of Radiance. Level 21. So, basically, Boyd just needs to level up once in this chapter. So that'll happen just fine. But Oscar is unlikely to do that. You said it's by the end of chapter 18, right? So if I go into this chapter and get Boyd another level, I'll be fine, right? Is that correct? Okay, then I'm only going to promote Oscar. Oscar actually probably needs it the most anyways between the two of them. So... Because Oscar definitely lags behind in a few stats that I'd like him to look a little bit cleaner on. It's not a terrible idea to promote Oscar in the first place. I'm not that worried about promoting him a little earlier. Oh, I get to pick a weapon. Swords. I don't get a lot from swords. Giving him a bow though would be really nice. Bow units, like bow lock units, like, but a bow to being able to hurt flyers wouldn't be the worst, especially since he's tankier. So it lets me throw him into danger a little bit more. I don't know. What do you guys recommend? Despite it being the worst choice, I need to pick bow. Is that so? Why do I need to pick bow? Is that part of getting somebody? I don't hate picking bow, I'm just curious. Okay. Congratulations, Oscar. You use bows now. Do I have any spare bows? I probably do. Yeah, but not extra particularly. Okay, we are going to give up the... And I just want to give him a basic bow. I am going to give up the Laguz Lance on him. I don't really need him capable of killing... the Killer Lance has been nice on him, so I'm going to keep it there. Having that... Because he only hits once, and I can kind of tap it and go. Yeah, he needs to... Okay. Gives him a bow to use in combat. Alright, and then... Riss, I'm gonna... So that means I can't promote Riss, but... I'll do another save for Mist here. The only Daybreak's even somewhat worth keeping around is that last one, so if I want to get back Grom, I can, but I don't really need to get back Grom. Alright, Mist. I've got one more Master Seal. Giving you the ability to actually kind of fight back a little bit would be nice. I think Mist actually gets a sword, doesn't she? She's still not going to be the best endgame unit comparatively, but it's going to fix some of her problems a little bit. Still, 8 strength is not high. So if I want Mist to be able to keep up... Let me take a look at her stats here. I don't want to leave base yet. I do want to take a look at some of these characters. Best place to look at it. This is actually a great place to look at it. So Mist is an 8. How does she compare to other units contemporarily? So like compared to, say, a Pegasus Knight. This is probably the best comparison here. 11 strength, 8 strength, 5 defense, 12 defense. She's still not someone I want on the front lines. But I could try to item her way into it a little bit. Like, I probably could get her up to a 10 to 11 strength. That wouldn't be that hard. And defensively, I do have a couple Draco shields. I could push her up a little bit, so she's not nearly as frail. What's a good point of comparison, though? What does her HP look like, too? 23, yeah. She's really, really papery. Not going to be Ike strong, but... I did not occult Ike. Should I have occulted Ike? Can I still occult Ike? Ah, I see. I can give him ether. That's the play, right? Give him ether? It's too iconic. I feel like I have to give him ether. Yeah, I'll give him ether. I have a save right before this. If I'm told the last possible second that was a bad idea, I'll fix it, but... What is Mist's... Oh, she gets Oh, no, she doesn't have an occult. She already has Miracle, though. What do some of these do? She could take a basic iron sword. Saw is probably the second best occult skill in the game. Ah, I see. Still, I don't think it would be particularly great to put it on a character who's not going to be doing a lot of attacking if I can help it. Like, I could give her the 2 Draco shields to increase her defense, or give her the. And I only have the 1 energy drop that'll increase her strength by 1. It is just, frankly, a bad deal to use her with that. But having the iron sword means she can counterattack me. She might occasionally get a kill, or be able to steal some EXP from squishier units. And her having decent res means she can charge into she can go and fight against magic units and be able to hurt them a fair bit. She's almost as good as Soren at that, and Soren can't use swords, so I do like that about Mist right now. She's just not hitting the hardest as she could. How's her speed look? 11 compared to 20 on Marcia. Like Boyd at 14, Soren at 16, Tanya 23, Elite 17, Jill at 14. She's a little slow. Not expecting to get a lot out of that. Okay. Alright, let's get into... I'm gonna save, because I didn't actually make any changes between this save and this save. So we'll save over this, and I can go back and redo my prep if I want to undo some of that. Tor Garen. Or Garen. My Lord Ike, our preparations complete. Yes, the enemy should not yet be aware we've come this far. We're going to launch a surprise attack and try to capture the wall on our first charge. Please wait for us at the base camp. Very well. There is no need to look worried. We're well prepared, and I've got you as our good luck charm. Thank you for that, but do be careful, my Lord Ike. Hey, don't worry. This may be our first battle as an official army, but we've fought Dane many times. We're going to win, after all. I can't lose my first battle as a snooty noble, can I? I believe in you, and I know that you will be victorious. Come back safe. Is everyone ready? Let's move out. Hold on, my Lord Ike. In the sky, something's coming. Who's that? Ike, well met. It appears you're getting ready for your first battle as Crimea's army. And you're escorting the Heron siblings back to Phoenicius, right? That was the original plan, but someone here insisted that we follow you. Quite unreasonably, I might add. You treated us with courtesy, Beork. We must act accordingly. Isn't that so, Leanne? Language. Moon runes. You said your name was Ike, correct? Yes. You aided my sister and me during our time of danger. We Herons hold courtesy in high esteem. We must repay our debt to you. That's really not necessary. We are practitioners of Sage magic. We cannot fight, but we can imbue our allies with strength. If you wish, I will travel with you. In this way, I will repay you for what you have done. Sure. You were lucky to find your sister. You shouldn't you stay by her side? Leanne understands what I do. I see. In that case, welcome. Thank you. I swear Thank you. I swear on the honor of my clan to do all I can to strengthen your cause. It's settled then. And you'll get aid from me as well, Janaf. Right here, your majesty. You'll go with the Crimean army and protect Rayson. Leave it to me. You too, Ulki. Alright? Of course. Tabarn, it's too much. I cannot accept this. You're watching over land and my father as well. In the past 20 years, I know what it's been like for you living in Phoenicius. I'm only sorry I can't do more. Tabarn, thank you from the bottom of my heart. King Phoenicius, I will guard Rayson well. When Crimea is retaken, I will see him safely return to you. I'll take you at your word. Your actions have created a bond of trust between yourselves and the Hawk and Heron clans. If you find yourselves in a dire position, you can call on me. No matter what, I will fly to your aid. We gained a strong eye where we had not thought to look for one, didn't we? Yes, Beork and Laguz. Beast tribe and bird tribe. There's no difference between us. We finally understand one another. Yes, I think you're right. Now, let's really get started. Everyone, move out. Okay, so who's coming, who's not? So I need Rolf in here. So let's see who I can leave behind. Wow, I'm really being pigeonholed here. But what is race in here effectively? So what does Rayson do? Answer, if you guys can give me that, to answer that question. Like, I kind of know what the two bird tribes are. I want to try using one, so I'll kind of figure out which one I like the look of best. 15, 13, 5, 4, 6, 14, 15, 12, 17. Oh, I like that double for 2 power, at the loss of 2 power, doubling. Ooh. 10, 16, 11, 14, 10, 9. Who's preferred, Ulki or Janaf? Because right now I'm feeling Janaf. Ah! Okay, Rayson's staying in the party. But either Ulki or Janaf gotta go. Because I do want to keep another Pegasus Knight in here. Oh, Sonic Sword. And a decent magic stat. Oh, she's a Falcon Knight. I gotta keep the Falcon Knight, because then if I get another Pegasus Knight, I can pop out a fast. I don't know if the triangle attack's actually in this game. Plus 20 avoid from a skill. Avoid is so unreliable most of the time, though. Yeah, I'm gonna take out Ulki. Oh, I'm also giving up Oscar if I don't keep them. Is it worth keeping Janaf in the party? Or should I don't know, I kind of need the tank, though. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm pulling Janaf out of the party. Like, I like my Laguz, but so far I'm fine keeping Leaf as my sort of token Laguz. Janaf and Ulki, I don't know. What's Thomas' skill? Party to call partner reinforcements. How does that work? Okay, you two can take up the front. Miss, you're going to be in the back. Boyd needs to be near front as well, because I need to get at least one level out of him. You should transform immediately. Rayson can hold... I'll see what Rayson can do. Tanith... I'll keep my flyers up front. Rolf, you're really just here until I can get you traded out, because frankly, I think Oscar's probably going to take your job after this. Okay. Alright, and what are my win conditions here? Root the enemy or Ike dies? Can I... Tanith, I'd like to give you something a little bit more general, too. I'll give her a spear for short. Like, she has the spear for distance enemies. I'm just giving her a second one, basically. It's higher power, greater weight. That's pretty much what I'm doing. Yeah, I don't have any great things to give her, and I don't really want to go back immediately. I can take this Iron Lance from Astrid. That's probably good here. Because I'm not really using Astrid. There we go. That should work out pretty well. Alright, I think... And then, again, root enemy. Okay. It appears the Crimean army arrived. It's time to put our plan into action. The main body of the Kilvis army will wait atop the western summit. A small unit will remain here and cooperate with you. This is correct, is it not? It is. Ah, Legoo's reinforcements. How bullshit. What could His Majesty be thinking? Why does Dane ally herself with some backwater subhuman nation? I don't know. There's no way we can expect to understand the supreme thoughts of the king. All we can do is perform the task set before us by His Highness. That is everything. Yes, of course. The Crimean army has no idea we're moving. We're aware of every move. Bah, what vermin! What does that untrained group of vagabonds think they can do? I don't care how talented he is. Their commander is nothing more than a young mercenary with delusions of grandeur. We've nothing to fear. We'll show them what war is like. And that Kilboss ravens, how should we deal with them? Those subhuman freaks, let's use them as bait. We can sacrifice them and reduce our own human casualties. A fantastic idea. Make sure that the men are thoroughly instructed. Yes, sir. You, halt, you there, halt. You're an unfamiliar face. You'll know it soon enough. Filthy piece of offal, you'll bow your head to superior officer. He's got a lot of nerve, hasn't he? Is he one of yours? Yes, sir. He's a new recruit who was only assigned to me yesterday. Please accept my apologies for his lack of any training or manners whatsoever. If he's good, he can overlook almost any character flaw. Go ahead and kill as many Crimeans as you can. Help my name be remembered with honor and glory. Yes, sir. Bah. Wasn't he a Grail mercenary at one point in the early game? Come to me, dregs of Crimea. I will teach you what it means to oppose the might of Dane. Okay, so it is just... Okay, you have some promoted units up here, too. Where is... There he is. A Brave, though, that's interesting. Actually getting to him is going to be difficult, though, and I can't just fly, because there's actual walls. There's no just flying into the fortress here. So... No, I can't fly around either. There are the Wyvern Lords over here, though. I have to be careful. Send my flying units to go deal with them if I really want to. But I'm probably going to have... we'll see. I'll see how things play out. I might have Oscar and Boyd guard here a bit while I make my way up here. I see a bolting. Bolting actually has good range on it. That's going to be a little dangerous. But there's no real way to avoid it either. What might be best to do is get, like, Titania in here to fight this guy. And send Mist up here to deal with him, because she's not going to take all the damage everyone else will. I've got a lot more promoted units on my team now, so it should be a little easier. Okay. Well, let's see what Oscar does. $14 or 16. Or 22 with a good chance of crit. Still very tanky though, not compared to Titania, who's probably gonna kill if I let her actually go for it. Go all in. Not unless she crits. But also, Boyd. If I send him up here, I can have him go here and have everyone else. Yeah. And then can I hit that point with racing? Just to give Boyd that little bit of extra. Yeah. Because I want Boyd to be really the champion of this early map here. Get him that promotion as soon as possible. So I can get that kill. Not quite a kill. Honestly, that works out. I'll just let him go for the straight kill. Any of the goose weapons up here? A short spear, so... No, but there are, There are some things to worry about. I should have done some trading to get him his hand axe. Then kill him with Ike. Oh, that's gonna be a bit of a challenge. Recover Silence and Wrath. That could be useful for bolting. That is really good movement. Oh, I've actually never used a mounted healing unit. I don't think I've used a mounted healing unit in a game that had Kanto in it. That was really nice. Holy shit. Okay, who can I... You know what? That's actually a great idea. Can I get a kill between Oscar and T.H.E? Can I kill everyone with Oscar and T.H.E on their own here? Claw, yeah, that'll kill you. If I switch to you, that'll either kill you or kill you. Probably go for that one with the higher hit rate. T.H.E, can I hand axe the guy up here to death? Yes, and then Void can kill. No, I don't quite have to kill here on that archer. So that means I have to kill the archer with the Tanya, probably. Still, I can clear out this entire room relatively easily, I think. Ooh, so close. Not quite. Can I? I just don't have good to hit on you. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I thought that might happen. These guys are going to start getting in here, but if I can get inside the actual fort, that really should help clear me from these guys, because then I can hold them off at the door. So for now, I want to focus on getting the squishies inside. Defense 15, defense 12, defense 11. So their defense is not spectacular. They've got 10 damage a pop, but these guys are not going to be very fast. They're only going to get single attacks each, so say about 10 damage a pop, so long as I don't give them the opportunity to attack 3 times on my less defensive units. I'll figure out reinforcement a bit. Bolting is going to be a problem if I can't. Oh, I'm already in bolting range. Attack of 22. Oscar has a res of 10. So it's 12. He can get me twice and I'll live. Titania, though, is fine. I do need to make an active effort to get over there quickly. I could take... I can take 2 shots. Well, I don't think he's 2-shotting anyone here. Yeah, everyone should be, in theory, fine with where they're at. Oh, I didn't get any chest keys, did I? I should have brought some chest keys. Anyone have any chest keys here? No, but there is a night killer I should worry about. I think I can reinforce to call for one of the thieves, though. Is that right? I'll figure it out in a bit. Soren's not in any danger, though. Yeah. We can do 14 with you. You have an attack of 28 with the Killer Axe. You have a defense of 9, so 28 minus 9 would be 19. With a low speed like that, I should be able to double, actually. 8 to 14. Yeah, I think I double. So I'm going to get two 19s on you. Is 38 enough? It should be enough. I'm going to hedge my math a little, though. Come on, please hit. Okay. Yeah, that's where I want to move them. Gonna go for it. This should give him the promotion, which will just make him a beast. It should make him a beast at this point. Let's go. What was the point of the magic? Whatever. Okay. Nobody besides Ike and Titania really should be running up this direction. I'll probably send Mist up as well, because I think Mist can take it with 11 minus the... Yeah, it will only be an 11 damage against Mist. Yeah, against Mist it'll be 11 damage, so she'll survive even a double. We'll try it, otherwise I need to keep this moving. I thought you might try that. One of you is a javelin, right? I need to see if I can't deal with you. Let's kill this javelin user. I'll use you to kill the javelin user. You're not actually that useful there. But I can do sort of tag team that. let's do this for purposes of EXP. Okay, I thought that might happen. I could chip damage you, couldn't I? Oh no, I actually can't chip damage you. Haha. Let's just get this bolting guy gone. This is the only Sonic Sword in the game. Good to know. Do I want to charge forward or backwards? Night Killer. Backwards. We'll regroup. Now bolting's gone. Okay. Alright, figuring out how to kill the pieces I have here. You have 9 HP. Sorry, Pup. You have 9 HP left. I could easily get you so long as I don't miss. And even if I do miss, you're going to bring me down to 1. I can retreat back to Riss. Yeah, that's a... Let's just get the EXP on chill. Either way, though, like, I'm gonna use the Sonic Sword here because I want to kill that that javelin before it really fucks me up. I could use Rolf's bow to get some, to try getting some crit damage out of this, though. Actually, if I wanted to... I'll take 16 damage, but I can get the kill without using that Sonic Sword. Then, yeah, that actually might be the better play here, just for purposes of not using all my resources. A lot of damage, but better EXP yield. Oh, or I can just proc that. Proc the double. Let's go. Soren win. Not a Soren level up win, though. Nice, no one's really injured except for the one I actually can't reach with her. Let's just heal Oscar again. Let's see how reinforce works now. There's a little piece in this back line. I've secured it. Oh, I get it. Nifty. I don't think I'm going to be able to get those chests, though, because I didn't bring a thief and I didn't bring any chest keys. I don't see any on this map. So unless reinforcements suddenly show chest keys, chest key access, nothing I can do. Okay. Boyd is going to need to come back for heal. Is going to need to be healed, though, so I'll miss healing next round. I also need Rolf coming up to the front now. I just realized something I may have done inadvertently by doing that. Ooh boy. Okay, hang on. I'm going to need to use Ike to do some direction. Sure. Ravens, they betrayed not only me, but all Laguz. Nay, Sala, you dastard! Okay. Okay, I'm having them target there because they can act as sort of blocks against the ravens while I move people further in. I see why he's the best dancer in the series. Because he can just fly anywhere he wants to go. Easily the best accessibility in the series for movement. You're about to untransform, so I'm not even going to bother trying to get anything going with you. Oh. That could have been worse. Oh yeah, because the FE4 dancers, you can just have them dance around the field. Yeah, you guys can fight around these two. Ike's got a defense of 21. You've got an attack of 19. You're not killing Ike. I'm going to have Ike kill this guy. He can't equip the Laguz Band. Ah. Let's shove you. You can't do anything, and I don't want to give you a Laguz Band quite. Honest, I didn't want to give you a Laguz Band just because I knew you'd be, I always knew it'd come to this, Ike. Shinon, watch yourself. Shinon, you suck. Be more like him. He actually did something. Good shot. Now, if only that got EXP for the one Falcon Knight. Shinon? Rolf. Shinon, it's you! Look at you, you've grown so much you actually look like an archer. Really? You always did have what it takes. It's just like I told you. You train the right way and you'll surpass both your brothers. I had a good teacher. Yeah, you did. You haven't told anyone else about that, have you? Nope, never said a word. I keep my promises. Good man. Shinon? What? Are you with the enemy? Yup. Stop that. I told you things like this happen. Did you forget? But it's not fair. Ready your bow. It's time for the pupil to face his master. I'm pretty sure you kill him. Brave bow, you're hitting twice. Defense of 8 next to your attack of 19, 11, 22. Yeah, you wouldn't quite kill him. But I'm not chancing that. And you said kill him with Ike. I'm gonna... Nope, nope. Not save, not game chat. What is it here? Not screenshot. There's a... Oh, it's this. Just to be safe. Curses! Don't move, you'll tear the wound wide open. What are you planning? Do it now! Finish me! Ha, idiot. Are you rocking a night cover? No, you're rocking a Goose Lance. You actually have good resolution, though, so I'm not worried about you. Yeah, I figured he's really bad. He's a Fire Emblem archer. Fuck him up. First level up with Ike. Good level up, too. Yeah, I could go for that. Alright, I'm sending him back for healing. Yeah. I'm gonna have to get. There's gonna be a more involved fight coming up, and I actually might just want to keep that as a choke point here. Now the archers are gone. Kill this one? I do wish they would fight back a little bit. But I can't really change their direction right now. No archers up here, but you do have the ravens to worry about, and they're about to transform. They don't have that good of a distance, though. They are about to transform, though. probably get Titania to the boss, which will probably clean up the chapter if I can do it. So let's do that. I think the longsword's good against you guys. Yeah. You're a slightly worse chance of killing, so I'm gonna do this. Ether. Oh, you're not actually that good of a chance to hit. He can actually hurt you a little bit. At 12 damage. It's not the worst, and I have a feeling I'll be fine. But yeah, you aren't doing shit, though. No, I can pull Ike forward if I need to. Oh, a double miss. At the very least, that starts pinning down these magic units. So really, it's only the one with light. Tanith has good resist, though. So I can afford to send Tanith forward, I think. Because these guys... I won't quite get the kill. How exposed am I? Knew that would happen. We'll have to see how durable Titania is. Ugh, it's actually looking pretty rough for Titania right now. You're just gonna die. I don't know what you're thinking. Might actually be better for me that way, because I think only one... The Ravens can probably only get one on me. Oh no. This is actually bad for Titania. The Ravens do... The Ravens won't double, but if they do more than 7 damage... I might be restarting, because I'm not going Titania. Okay, no, Titania's fine, but I am going to have to fall back for once with her. At least the Raven's dead. You gotta get that kill finally, yeah. Let's just go for the kill, I guess. I think he has the same skill as Soren, though. Ooh. Can I maybe make a push here? No, not even really a little bit. How about with Oscar? Can I... No. It is a very dangerous gamble because you attack a 20 with a defense of 16. You're going to do 4 damage to me. And you kill me if I miss. Unless... He's got good defensive stats if I ever wanted to just make him into a wall against some types of enemies. Come on, hit at least one. Thank you. Yeah, I could have waited and had the full 4-person. You're probably dead. got him. Really need those stats. That's an option. That's also an option. In fact, I like that option a little better. Actually, no. I'd actually rather give the EXP to Boyd. Let's see if we can't land a good kill with him. Why not? He's taking pretty good low damage on this, so. We'll use the racism axe. It's not going to do enough damage to justify itself. We'll just keep the... You will be able to transform again soon. Not that I know what I'm sending Risk forward for. Yeah, these guys probably gonna die soon, but I've held off these troops long enough where I should be able to wrap up the Lagoos in the north, and then just hold a bit of a line in the south. Come on, Oscar, strength or speed? I need strength or speed. I can take some speed. You're probably dead. Just get the extra attack out. Practice the bow. I gotta say, I think the advantage damage, or the special advantage damage, I don't think it's as good in this game. Like, I'm finding bows aren't doing nearly as much as I'd expect to flyers. Okay. What happens if I call for more help again? Okay, let's order them to go on the offensive. Okay, actually, I don't mind if they roam now, because then they're just going to, because of their proximity, they're just going to go for the attack. Have people start fleeing back this direction now. I will hold back here, though. Hang on. Actually, I don't think I'm actually going to be able to kill them by the time I make it over there. Get to them unless I call off those reinforcements. I don't really care about that, about those guys. So I'm just going to let the reinforcements knock them all out. Crud, I lost. This is a plum chance for me to get a leg up in this world, too. Shinon. And I can't believe it's the one who defeats me is little Lord Ike. Looks like I've lost my edge. I'm ready, boy. Go on, finish what you started. Come back to the company. I don't think so. You never liked me. As far back as I can remember, you have never liked me. That's right, still don't. You still call me a weakling. Said I was nothing without the help of my father. That's what you said, right? That's why you hated me? Sounds like me. Don't you get it? I just beat you, so your reasons don't hold water anymore, do they? Ah, it's enough you beat me. Now you gotta talk me to death? I'll say it once more. Come back to the company. I acknowledge your abilities as commander. I want you with us. Let's have another go-around. I win and I'm commander. Agreed? I win and you fall in line. Agreed? Don't worry, boy. I'll make it quick. Let's go. General, we've seized control of the surrounding area and the remaining Dane troops are retreating. General? Oh, right, understood. I beg your leave. General, eh? Weird. You know, you never look relaxed. Nasir, what's going on? We haven't seen you much of lately. I've been a bit busy. In order to leave Begnian, I had to sell my ship and dismiss the crew. There was a lot to take care of. Is that so? It looked like you've been caught up in our struggle after all. Are you alright with that? I mean, you know you've got a lot of your own matters to handle. It's not like I've abandoned my own interest to join the company, the Crimean army. For me, I've judged that there's value in traveling with you, so don't worry about it overly much. If you say so. You're a fairly knowledgeable fellow, so it's nice having you around. I think that's mutual. Now then, I've got some good news. What is it? Senior officials in Gallia are moving to action. Until now, they've been content to take a defensive stance and wait it out, but it appears this never-ending stalemate has exhausted their patience. Ike, this victory here today was a very important thing. It may prove to be a decisive first step in breaking Dane's power. News of it will spread like wildfire over the entire continent and give countries confidence to speak out against Dane. With Crimea as a rallying point, Gallia may well be moved to join this war. You just need to keep winning. If you can do that, the road will open before you. History will be made. Can Dane truly fall at our hands? Can I make that happen? Me. Use what you've been given. Great things will happen. You have it in you to lead, Ike. For now, it's merely one portion of the bird tribes, but your relationship is established. It's because you resolved to gain their trust and made it happen. It's all due to my father. My actions prove the right ones. It will be due to the way my father raised me. If you treat others in good faith, they will follow you of their own volition. That's what he taught me. He was a magnificent man, wasn't he? When I was younger, I wanted nothing more than to be as strong as my father, and then I wanted to surpass him. Now that is a goal I'll never achieve. I'm going to be right back. I've got to go to the restroom. I also have some thoughts about the plan for today and the coming stream. I will be right back. Should not even be that long. Honestly, I'm half a mind not to put us on the wait screen in the first place, but we will manage. I'll even have some fun here. Alright, I am back. What's that? The border's been breached. Everyone was defeated, not only the Dane troops, but our brigade as well. Cut down like wheat in a field. Huh. Well, that was impressively done. For a band of sellswords, that is. There's nothing else to do. Send a message to Dane Command and tell them the army is stronger than expected. At once. Hold. Yes? Send a Dane human instead. I don't care which one. Just don't use any of our troops. But a wingless human will take such a long time to. General Petrine commands the next front. She's a very temperamental woman. But go if you like. Tell her that the Kilvis Ravens have been defeated. She'll roast you like a chicken and use your bones for stock. Understood, I will find a human. Who's there? Soren, what are you doing here? What are you planning? Where did that come from? I have no idea what you're talking about. Don't play dumb with me, we're past that. Galea's decision to join this war was based on some new information they received, wasn't it? Cat got your tongue? Fine, I'll tell you what's been going on here. You were to deliver Princess Crimea to Bengen to see if she could garner any support for her cause. And regardless of whether she got that assistance or not, to judge if she was worthy of the support. Am I wrong? If you figured all this out, why remain silent? Because your actions were beneficial to Princess Crimea. I determined that even if left to your own devices, you would not harm the princess. It sounds like you don't think that's the case anymore. You've accomplished both missions, but you've come back anyway. To what end? I don't have to explain myself to you. That's true only until I reveal your purpose to Ike. Everyone has a secret or two that he wants to bury somewhere deep, including you, Soren. I don't know what you mean. Oh, I trust we understand each other. The army rises early tomorrow. I suggest we turn in. The enemy knew we were coming today. You think I'm responsible? Yes, I do. My, oh my, you really are suspicious, aren't you? Good night, Soren. Alright, and with that, I have killed Braum. I'm actually going to cut us off there. I know... Oh, that's game chat. I gotta stop doing game chat. I don't particularly want to be ending after only one map, but that map went much longer than I thought it would. I think we might have hit a turning point where we're probably looking at 1.5 to 2 hour long chapters going forward. So, it's not the worst thing in the world. That does mean I need to plan chapters accordingly, or plan content on that accordingly, or plan to start accordingly. What that might mean is you might start seeing me begin streams a little earlier, just depending. But this time's well, because I'm going to have a longer stream day coming up very soon. So yes, as far as the plan, I'm throwing it around right now because often towards the end of the week throughout the week I've got things going on either with T.H.E or with other people. I don't really have that. You actually might be getting 2 streams in the next week or so. I'm thinking of streaming, or not in the next 2 streams the next week. You'll get another stream this week. I'm thinking it'll either be Thursday or Saturday. That's probably how that plays out. Either Thursday or Saturday evening. I'm going to plan to stream. I'll put an announcement on it, and if you don't get one, you'll definitely get the other, unless there's one way you don't get either, and that. But I need to talk to T.H.E about that. Triple check the days. But if you don't get a Saturday stream, actually, if I can help it, I want to do both Thursday and Saturday. I really do. I want to because that was fun. I'm having fun with this game right now. So if I can help it, I want to stream a lot this coming week. I'm thinking I want to stream Thursday, I want to stream Saturday, and then Monday evening, my normal stream. Next week, I don't have work that day. Normally I would have work on Mondays. I don't have work next Monday for, I think it's Memorial Day. So my plan right now, long stream. Thing is, there's actually somewhere in there's going to be a T.H.E birthday thing. I don't know how that's going to play out yet, what time that's going to play out. Depending on a number of those factors, one of the streams is either going to be shorter, or you might only get 2 of those 3 streams. but I do want to stream 3 times in the next 7 days. What that means is at least 3 chapters, but realistically, at least one of those streams is going to be a long stream, either Saturday or Monday. So when that happens, that's going to mean we're going to make at least a long stream, especially if I don't have Seki waiting in the wings to do a stream right afterwards. That's probably going to be at least 3 to 4 chapters, if not 5. Sort of like how the last stream, being a long stream, got basically 4 maps out of the way. So that's what you can expect out of this week. And being at chapter 19, we're probably by the end of next Monday, if I can do it. I want to be through, honestly, in 3 streams, with 1 to 2 of them being long. We might be approaching endgame by next Monday if all works out. Yeah, this is Seki's sort of birthday week. I don't want to give you guys the exact day unless she wants to drop it, but that's part of why, or that's actually not the reason why she's out, to my understanding. But yeah, she's probably got stuff going on this weekend, and I don't know what the plans are around that info. I kind of have that day vaguely blocked out. So yeah, that's where we're at with the Fire Emblem stream. I expect we actually might be able to finish this by the end of May if my plan goes accordingly this week. And if we could finish by the end of May, that'd be interesting. What's the situation right now, or the sit rep with Hollow Roxy and Tsukihime Near Side reviews? Okay, so Hollow Roxy is actually recorded, and like it's scripted, recorded, and it's in the editing bay. I just need to find a good day to edit it. Right now, tentatively, I want to get it edited, at least get a good chunk of the editing done by the end of this month. So that's probably, what date I set that for? Yeah, I set that editing for one of the Saturdays in this month. It looks like I'm editing it the Thursday, because that day I can guarantee I have nothing going on. I don't have to plan around Seki that Saturday. So I'm going to edit Hollow Roxy on the 30th. But that means that I'm eyeing releasing Hollow Roxy. At this point, we're close enough to the FGO NA's anniversary. It'll be released at FGO's NA's anniversary. As far as the Tsukihime Near Side release is going, that is currently being scripted. If you think about how the structure of the individual fate routes went, a lot of it was quick generalized thoughts at the beginning. I did all those at once in the fate route. But then you have the individual route sort of run-throughs. The routes we're working. I'll be working with. Oh gosh, I have no light in this room right now, do I? Stream's almost over. I'm not gonna bother, but I wish I had noticed. But right now, if you think about like the little synopsis and sort of like moment to moment review, where I'm going over the individual plot beats and what I'm thinking about, what I think about them. That part, I'm actually almost done with CL. I finished Arcway and I'm almost done with CL. Meaning I really just have the analysis of CL to get through, and the sort of, this time the actual thesis is going to be a lot longer than the actual synopsis parts, because I'm going to be calling a lot more back to the remake, and really on top of that, so there's going to be not as a full synopsis overview review of the remake, but there's going to be sort of look at a lot of the changes that the remake made, and sort of trying to pick apart why those changes may have been made, just based off of what I read, how I think it went, those kinds of things, and then looking at Nasu's strengths and weaknesses as an author, at least going from that point into the CL route, and I might even continue this into the Far Side routes as I look into those, because I feel like I'm seeing a lot of real-time Nasu growth as this went on, possibly due to the Dojin, the way it was written as a Dojin released in chunks. Each individual disc had more and more of the actual visual novel on it until they got to the final release. So we'll see where things go. But right now, I am almost done with sort of the hard part, which is recounting my notes mostly and going through the thoughts moment to moment. At least normally that's the hard part. The analysis always goes a lot quicker for me than the review. So yeah, that's more or less where we're at with those two. I'll be getting back to reading Far Side relatively soon. Honestly, as soon as I can, I want to, because there was some. I was talking about this. I think Tacos, you probably saw this in the. I think you commented on when I brought it up. In the online, there's been some back and forth on the legality and the ethicalness of the Atsuki Web port, and I don't really want to risk it. I don't think they're going to do anything about it because Type Moon rarely does anything about. Rarely did anything about the about Tsukuhime and all of its various distributions because it's the old Illusion side of releases. But I don't want to chance it. I want to get that done as soon as I can. So I do plan to get back to that sooner rather than later, and I might move through those as quickly as I can. Plus disc is going to be with the far side stuff probably. The near side stuff is too reliant on sort of looking at Tsukihime Remake as well and sort of the comparison of Nasu's writing. I feel like plus disc being new content is going to be a greater part of far side. This is not like the Fate Stay Night review though. There's not going to be one complete video. It just the videos don't fit together like that. The Fate Stay Night review, it was written under one thesis. It was written as a full piece that I split up for purposes of manageability and getting these things out somewhat timely to you guys. So Tsukihime is not that way. Just because I have distinctly different things to say about the near side than I inevitably will at the far side reading those separately. So, unfortunately, Tsukihime is not going to get the Fate Stay Night treatment of a super video. Yeah, that's why I'm expecting to have plenty to say about the far side. I know the far side's supposed to be very, 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 very thematically layered. Oh, yeah. The plus disc is just, I know the plus disc is just going to be a little bit extra. It's not going to be, it probably won't be anything crazy unless it gets spun off into a video of what could have been with Tsukihime 2 or something like that. Because I know plus disc and various Nasu materials hint at that kind of thing. But I don't see myself doing that, probably because I haven't really... I've started like little videos like that, which are separate from the review and analysis as standalone videos. But they haven't made a lot of progress, admittedly. Just because I'm so pushed on the review and analysis. And I've got other writing projects going on that it's kind of been where my focus has been. So... once I'm obviously done with these review and analysis series for Tsukihime and I'm mostly caught up, that's when I can start getting more creative with what I do videos on, whether it be other games or standalone Type Moon videos that aren't necessarily reviews. All right. Well, I need to get going. I'm actually really tired. I pushed myself a little bit more working out today, so I'm also fighting a little bit of a headache right now. So I'll see y'all around. Hopefully Thursday. If I can swing it Thursday, you probably won't get an announcement on Thursday specifically ahead of time. If I come back Thursday, it'll be probably around 7:30 p.m. But just keep an eye out. Just keep an eye out for the Discord announcement. I'll announce as I'm starting to get set up if I can. All right, have a good one.